Hey guys, it's Stephanie Holman.
Brandi Redmond.
And this is your weekly dose of BS.
Woohoo! We are here again. But how much fun did we have with our listeners last week?
Oh my gosh, that wine night was so much fun. I had the biggest headache the next day because I think I had a little too much fun at wine night. But it was so much fun. And you got, there was like the nicest people there.
Yes, we had people come in from Chicago,
Atlanta, like,
and
oh my goodness,
people drove up from like San Antonio, and
like
Austin,
all kinds
San
of places.
Antonio. Yes. So thank you all. We had such a blast, and we appreciated the tequila shots. But I think that we paid for it the very next day.
Oh yeah, it was the tequila shots that did it. I was like, oh my gosh! But it was so much fun, and I don't know. That's my favorite thing is just kind of meeting the people that that are just so amazing and supportive. So I had the best time.
Yes, I did too. Thank you so much. We laughed, we cried from laughing, and I just feel like so humble that people have us into their little lives
and they listen. Like, it was so weird because I guess I just don't realize that people actually listen. And it was so
That's what I
crazy.
felt.
Yeah, isn't it so weird? And then they come up and talk to you about episodes, and like the things that stick out to them are always very interesting to me. And and I'm like, oh my gosh, you actually listen to the episodes. This is amazing.
I think that we just do this every
I know,
week.
and there was one young lady that came up and she said, oh my gosh, is that the tray that I see all the pictures of at Equinox? That
Yes.
She's great. Loved her.
Do you know who she is?
Yes. What was interesting to me was there were a bunch of people that said the Spiggly Spider thing.
Oh yes.
Stuck out to them like just a lot of people said that. That really surprised me.
I like this. The Spilly Spider and the Doctor one are like right up there too. So they're so good.
Fun. Well, so I have to follow up with that evening that we had.
Yes.
So afterwards, we went to have some food and a glass of wine. And while we were there, one of my friends, she pulled something out of her pocket, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, is that Advil?" And because I knew that I was going to potentially have a headache the next day from just the tequila and the wine, and yes, and I hadn't eaten too much. However, so she was like, yeah. And I was like, give me all 4 of those. So I take all 4. Well, the next thing we go to our next spot, and I have to go to the bathroom so bad.
Did you take laxatives?
They were 4 prescription laxatives. No, to the point where some guy asked me, he's like, what, are you doing drugs in the bathroom? Because I kept having to go back.
No.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, I don't do drugs.
Oh my God.
And like, I felt bad for the attendant in there, and she was like spraying her spray. And I
Oh
was
my gosh.
I'm so sorry.
Was it like that scene on White Chicks where she's like in this restroom stall?
No, it was bad. And then the next morning, Haley she stayed the night at my house, and then she's like, and then I had to go to the bathroom a couple times throughout the night and in the morning, and it was nonstop. And then she goes, oh my God, Brandi, I just realized something. And she's like laughing really hard. And she's like, I realized I did not give you Advil or Motrin. I gave you 4 laxatives. I'm like, why do you carry around laxatives in your pocket?
Yeah, why does she have
weird.
4 prescription strength laxatives?
She said she has a problem.
Well, I have a problem too, but I just take something every night to make sure I poop in the morning. But
well, let me just say that.
What do I take?
A smooth move?
There's nothing
like pills.
worse than going poo at a bar.
At a club, yeah. That's amazing.
They're not prescription strength. That's so crazy. She must really have. She
Some
must be
issues.
clogged up.
I mean,
That's really funny.
That is so bad. I remember
pooping at the club.
I would have just left the club the first time diarrhea hit me.
But it was like one after another. It was like
there was no time to leave. You couldn't get in the car.
No time to leave.
That's amazing.
That's so gross. Speaking of the party, real quick, I do have a surprise later on because before the party, I was trying to get a hold of Trey's crush. And so I messaged him on his social media page and I was like, come to the BS wine party. Anyways, he showed up. I let everyone there know, as many people as I could let know, that that's who it was. So we went to dinner afterwards and I invited him to come and talk on the podcast to try to have a love connection. I don't know if he knows what he's walking into, but
I don't think so either.
it's going to be real fun.
Yes.
And then Trey said that I just cannot embarrass him. And I said, well, what is a girl to do?
That's shot.
So we're real excited.
Great.
So later on, you guys will be very entertained because Trey's probably going to have a boyfriend by the end of this podcast.
Or not. Or a restraining order. I feel like Caden is your weapon of mass destruction for my personal life.
He kind of knows about it. Should I wait for him to say?
Yeah, we'll talk about it with him.
Okay, we'll talk about it with him because he did hear the podcast. But
Yeah, we'll
anyways,
go through all that.
well, it's a great story and he will tell us when he gets here, but it's really an amazing story.
So how did Bun Bun's funeral go?
It did not happen.
It didn't happen.
Because it rained.
It was hailing and thunderstorming,
What?
and
Yes.
it was doing all kinds of sorts of stuff. However, Chance Cruz, Brooklyn, and myself, and Stephanie and Brinkley watched.
Yes.
We
What?
had buckets, and we were.
Well, I did not have buckets, but Brandi and the children did, and they were trying to get the water out of the
Out of the hole?
burial
the bunny hole.
Yes.
Yes.
I think we're having it today if it doesn't rain.
Yeah. So yes.
So it's going to be.
Do you have a special service planned?
Yeah, we do. Yes.
gonna be
And
real
this
special.
morning, our friend Candace was at the house continuing to put the bucket in and pour it out. I'm not even kidding you. And then I was like, wait, we were trying to figure it out this morning, because we couldn't get the last couple of inches up. And I was like, wait, I think I still have Bun Bun's hay.
Ew.
Yeah. So at the bottom of it is Bun Bun's hay. It's so appropriate.
That is appropriate. I just don't know why you still have that.
No.
I know.
Well, she
It was-
still
Oh, it was in a
has
bag?
her.
It was
She
in a
still
bag.
has her
Oh,
bunny,
okay.
so you don't think she would still have
Well,
the hay. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Feed him every now and then.
Nothing surprises me. It's
She's-
so gross.
Yeah, and I don't know why, but I'm really sad, really, really sad. But
To get her
we
out of
could
your
not
freezer?
bury her on the day that it was thunderstorming because I could just see her box opening up and her floating to the top.
Well, you realize you're burying her on Easter week?
I know. I know. Brian's like, is she gonna rise?
She might.
Oh,
Send hay.
that would be so Pet Cemetery. That would not be good.
No.
It would be so horrifying.
know.
If you see that bunny come alive, you better run.
Yeah. Well, so yes, so it's happening.
I'm excited. I'm just excited to get it done with because I feel like 6 months is a long time to freeze your pet, and it's time.
Well, she's moved on to the refrigerator.
It's so gross.
No, I mean it's really not. She's all sealed up, so it's she's sealed.
Wow, that's gross. Anyway, I think it's gross.
Oh my god.
I'm
But
happy for Bun Bun.
I'm
to
going
go
to support
into
you. Trey said he is absolutely not going to do the bunny dance. I talked to him about it. We listen to music. My
you
kids
kidding?
have a song.
Are you won't come up over dressed like a bunny?
For the right amount of money, I'll
How much?
absolutely do it.
How much money would it pay?
My kids really
Make
want
me an offer.
a bunny hopping around.
$100.
No, it's too hot outside.
So right now I am knee deep in planning my husband's 50th birthday.
Oh, kind of like I was knee deep in the bunny's grave.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And for those people who don't know this about my husband, Brandi does, he is obsessed with his birthday. I've never met anyone like it. Every year, he's so excited for his birthday. I'm so dreading his birthday because it's a lot of pressure because he wants it to be celebrated.
Like a national
As if-
holiday.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, like
that's what Stephanie always
Easter and,
Right above Christmas.
yeah, the day Jesus was born and the day Travis was born were the two most magical days.
Of all of our lives.
Yeah, God gave the world to most magical people.
I actually enjoy it because we always do something amazing on his birthday.
It is fun.
Yeah,
It's like, where are we going? Or what are we doing? Or, and we all know to take off that day.
oh yeah,
that week.
Oh yeah, that
week,
entire week. Yes. So he's planned it. He sent out invitations really early, 6 weeks early, and I was like, babe, nobody is going to remember to come. So every week we, update it. That way people don't forget that it's coming.
Well, but we were wrong.
You should have sent out magnets with this
I
face on
should
it.
have. I know, right?
But we
You
have
gotta get
people
hands
coming, or he
on
has someone coming from London and for his birthday.
Yeah,
that's
London, Mexico, all over the place.
Is
It
he?
is a sight to be seen.
Is he one of those that if you're his Facebook friend, you're also his friend that should come to his party?
I think we have 300 people coming.
I think
almost
if you're his
300
Starbucks
people.
barista, you're coming.
Oh yeah, he's invited everybody. It's it's so exciting. And every time we go to an event, he's always it's to celebrate somebody else, he always is like, oh, my birthday's going to be so much better. It's kind of embarrassing.
Oh my God.
He's excited.
Anything has to be better than my one birthday that Travis loves to bring up.
Oh, wait, tell this story. It's so bad.
Okay, so I can't remember how old I was turning, maybe like 26, maybe 25, 26, something like that. And
I did not know Travis at this time.
yes. And so Brian asked me, what do you want to do for your birthday? And Jessica Simpson and Nick Lachey were in town. They were married, obviously, and like their whole
They're having a concert.
They're having a concert, and their whole like newlyweds thing was a hit at the time. So I was like, I want to go to the Jessica Simpson concert, and we have the same birthday. And he was like, I think taking a bus to Shreveport with with all our friends would be so much better. He likes to gamble, by the way. So that's what we did. We did not go to the Jessica Simpson concert. And Brian also wanted to do karaoke on the bus, but only Brian could sing. And it was that song, Caroline,
Where it smells like poo, poo, poo.
and then I eventually yelled at him. Our bus driver.
No, and he had, Travis says he had two songs. It was the Caroline song and then another song, and he put them on repeat. And he was singing the entire way.
Yeah, the entire way and the entire way back. But on the way there, so we get there and then everybody's ready to go home because we get there and everybody's drunk and they just want to go home and sleep at this point. So we go home and the driver gets lost. So it takes us like 6 hours to get home. I'm kid you not. Like it was like 8 o'clock in the morning when we got home finally.
And then somebody, I guess, falls asleep and puts their gum in Travis's hair.
What's what? Their
Their
gum?
gum in Travis's hair.
Yes.
And then Travis is like so pissed off. He doesn't know who it is. So then I guess like months or years later, like this, I think it was a guy came up and he was like, hey guy, I just want you to know that that gum, it was me. I fell asleep and it fell out of my mouth and it's your hair. And I was too scared to say anything.
Yes, it was Jimmy Cleveland.
Jimmy Cleveland. I don't even know who Jimmy is, but
Misty Cleveland. I cheered with her, and that was her husband. Yes,
but yeah, Travis did say it's the most miserable birthday of.
It was
like the miserable birthday.
At one point, I yelled at him to shut up, and he was like, "You want a divorce?" And I was like, "Actually, right now I do."
Oh my gosh, no! So Travis's birthday is coming up, and I think we have almost everything done. We met with food yesterday. You know, season 1 of the show, I threw him a birthday party on the show, and he's never stopped talking about it because
He didn't like it.
he was so mad after, and like for now every year on his birthday, I have to make sure it doesn't suck as bad as that one year that we filmed it because.
I had a really good time.
I had a great time at his birthday too, but he was like, I never saw you. You were in the corner filming the whole time.
Well,
it was not
yeah.
about me. It was about you. And I was like, okay, noted. So this year, I hope he feels real special. He's going to have like 300 people to just make him feel like the king of the
Brian's
world that
gonna
he
do a
is.
special performance. Caroline or Travis.
Yes.
He's old and he goes poo poo poo.
Please let him do that. There's a song that Brian, what was it? Oh God, there's a song, and I don't even know. It's like by Keith Sweat. And
yeah.
whenever
Got me
I first
twisted.
met you, yeah, and every time we did karaoke, we went and did karaoke. Brian would sing that song to you.
Yes.
And he was like, I feel like I sound just like this guy. Anyways, it was real special.
We're gonna get him in here and sing for y'all. Actually, he wouldn't do that, but I'm gonna record him. Next time, let's take him karaoke and do that. And he also does like one Randy Travis song.
Oh gosh, it's so bad. It is so bad.
Well,
so
we have spent the last 2 days
like doing
sending out invitations for his birthday party.
Yes, doing formal invitations because Travis like emailed everybody already about it. And
So you're actually sending out nice invitations.
yes, I'm going to send out nice invitations as well.
There was a
because-
save the date, and then this is the formal invitation.
and then there's a formal invitation. And it is so much work, especially since he's invited like the entire state of Texas. But I am using, because I heard it from you, stamps.com, and it has been such a game changer because you don't have to go to the post office. It's a lot cheaper. You just do everything right on your computer, which is really nice. And you can print postage 24/7 for any letter, any package, anywhere. And it's been amazing. And by me printing stamps. I mean Trey printing stamps.
Yes.
Good job, Trey.
But it's amazing because you get 5 cents off of every first class stamp and 40% off of priority mail, which has been great. Over 700,000 small businesses already use stamps.com. So it's something that has been tried, tested, and it is such a game changer.
And Travis's birthday is run like a small business at this point.
It is. It is our small business this year. It's home and holiday. Right now, our listeners get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial, plus free postage and a digital scale without any long-term commitments. Just go to stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in weekly dose. That's one word. Again, that's stamps.com, and then enter weekly dose.
So last time y'all ruined my life was because I asked y'all a question. And I have another question that I need y'all's advice on. This does not pertain to me. So I'm not concerned about it. But
He is such a weenie.
really hope my friend does not listen to this. I'm thinking they do, but I don't really care.
Whoa.
Is it girl or boy?
I actually hope they do listen to it.
Both. Right? So I have a friend who I've known for about a year. And in that year, I just never met her husband for some reason. She's under 30. And then one day I met her husband and I realized that I knew him in a way that I should probably not know him, considering they're married.
How do you know him? You
Is he gay?
had made out with him before?
Or is he bi?
I don't know.
But how do you cannot say that you know him in a way you like.
Well,
what
yes.
have you done?
Guess.
Ooh, have you been in the steam room with him?
That same situation.
Oh.
So, everything's been fine, and we've hung out a few times, like all of us together in a group.
You did not tell this friend of yours this information.
I did not tell her husband's gay because I also don't know the situation, nor do I really want to get into it.
Okay.
But every time she steps away, or I walk to the bar or whatever, he makes little comments to me.
Like what kind of comments? Give us
Little flirty comments.
Like what?
Like, let's watch each other make out with our
Or
water bottle.
he'll touch me in a way that he probably shouldn't, considering he's married.
Oh.
like
Grab my butt and stuff.
oh my! You have to be detail specific because
I'm trying to save as many friendships as possible here. But this is now starting to concern me because my friend, the girl, has told me that she's wanting to have a baby with this guy.
Trey, you have to say something.
What do I say?
I mean,
Hey, sister, your husband, I slept with him.
oh, you have, you've actually slept with him.
You've slept with him?
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, okay.
But I also don't want to get in the middle of their mess.
well, you should tell
This
him.
was a year ago that I slept with him.
How long have they been married?
2 years.
Oh my gosh, Trey.
Yeah.
Trey,
You should probably talk to him
yes,
and say, look,
you need to say something.
Don't put that pressure on yourself. You need to go to him and say, hey, you need to man up and be
say
honest.
something. If
You
you want,
it's not fair to her unless she knows.
you should ask him. Did you ask him if she knows that he likes your butt?
No.
I mean, I would say, if somebody was doing that to me and I was friends with the husband and wife and the wife was hitting on me or the husband or whatever, I would have that. I think you're right. I think it has to be him, but you should have a really direct conversation with him because it's weird that you're still hanging out with the two of them when this is happening.
Well, usually I never know that he's coming. I make lunch plans with her, and then he shows up, and he started inviting himself more and more. Now that he realized that we know each other.
That is so weird. You have to say something to him.
Yeah.
What
I
would you
definitely
do?
say something to him. I mean,
But I don't say them to her, though, right?
I would not say something to her. I would definitely put some pressure on him to do that. Mm-hmm. Just because that would be a total shock. I mean, and plus it would be his word against yours if it came, I don't know.
Or videotape. Have the house back.
What?
And then if it's his word against your word, then you can be like, here's my footage.
Yeah. And then maybe you should ask her, is it really good?
I'll tell you how it was for me.
How was it?
Well, no. I mean, is that what I should say? Is it good with him? Because I can tell you how good it was.
No, don't say that. That is you bragging about betting
okay.
her husband.
Well, maybe Maybe he just wants to put it up the pooper. Maybe that's the problem. And she won't let him.
Ew, I don't blame her. That is very painful.
I don't know, but that's
So wait, so what do you say when this happens?
no.
Oh my
I
God,
usually
you're
like
stressing me out.
listen.
I know.
You have no idea.
I'm like getting hot
But
over
what do
here.
you
know.
say? Do you
About
just
it.
I don't
do you
say anything. I
giggle?
just like move. No. I like move the hand away.
Maybe
I'm not like. Ah.
Wait, but you don't say like this is inappropriate, please don't touch me.
I've said stuff like that before.
What does he say?
Usually nothing.
Oh my gosh.
He is a Chester.
Okay, we'll talk to him.
Do you want to bring him in next week?
No.
Yeah, like we'll have an intervention.
But Trey, I feel like you should never let somebody touch you inappropriately.
Well, absolutely.
So
I don't
you
like. I'm not sitting there like,
have-
oh yeah, like, this is nice. What?
Okay. Well, because you have to.
What are you talking about, Trey? You make it with a mirror.
That's true.
Well, that was
I know
myself.
that you have like very low standards.
Let's talk about that, by the way.
Oh yeah, if you've not checked out our Instagram page at BS the Podcast, I did post the
thanks.
video of Trey making out with himself in the mirror, and it's very good. And I've read the comments; everyone's really excited about it.
Yeah. So last week, after we recorded this podcast, we all went to lunch, and I think I was doing something on Brandi's phone, and Stephanie sent this message. And it was a group message to me and
The girl
Tori,
that had it.
Tori, who had the video. And she's like, hey, Trey said to send me the video. And while I was doing something on your phone, before I could respond, be like, no, don't send it, she sent it. So then Stephanie had it, and I knew it was only downhill from there. And
I did ask your permission, and you said
I
you've
prayed about
already
it.
ruined my
It's
life
so-
enough. What do I have to lose?
It's so epic. It's like, who does that?
and then a few of my friends like sent me a screenshot. They saw it on like the Instagram discovery page. And I was like, that's great.
Oh yeah,
It has like 5,000 views.
Oh my God.
It's so good. We would like to get that up to 10,000 views. So you could please go and watch it.
Actually, I'm gonna pay to sponsor that.
Oh my gosh, it's so yes. We should pay yes, so that way the world sees it.
No, I'm gonna totally do that. Here's my credit card.
So
So yeah. So I mean, you have to have a talk with that guy. Back to your problem because that's just so weird.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's to the point where I have to be like, listen, if you don't stop, I'm going to tell your wife. Because I've tried to be nice and like just like swat his hand away. I'm definitely not like encouraging it.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for his
Maybe
wife.
you should
though.
just not hang out with them. Problem solved.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
This is interesting.
Oh my
Your
God.
love life fascinating.
But if you're ready to have a baby
Tragic.
and you don't know this about your husband,
Right.
that
is a
A
problem.
problem.
is a
Yes.
problem. Plus,
Oh wait. Before we have a
Oh.
special guest. He's here.
oh.
Hello.
Hi, welcome to our
Welcome.
office.
Welcome. Oh, so cute. This
Oh
is
my goodness, are you nervous?
this is Caden. He
Yes,
showed
you
up.
can talk
He's-
Speak in the microphone.
Hello.
Hello, he's a
very
lumberjack.
darling. He is like he said, I'm not a lumberjack, Stephanie, and I said that you could be in Trey's dreams.
All right, so let's.
A very sexy, hot lumberjack.
Yes, isn't he the
Yes.
cutest?
Yes.
You came to our wine night, which we really appreciate it.
Yeah, so let's loop back to how that went down.
Oh yeah, so can you tell us what happened on the way to wine night, Caden?
Yes. So I'm on my way and I was like, okay, let me listen to the podcast on my way to work that morning. So I start it and then I get off work. I'm going straight to the wine event. So I'm listening to it. And all of a sudden they're like, start talking about something, talking about being at the drag show, all of this. I'm like, wait a minute. This might be me that they're talking about. Then I'm like, lumberjack, I don't know where that came from. So then I'm like freaking out a little bit when I get to the wine event, find my friend Tori, and she doesn't say anything at all. So I'm like, okay, do I say I heard it on the way here? Do I not?
Uh-huh.
And then these other fans were like, is that guy that they're talking about here? And we just freeze up and I just start laughing. So it was really funny.
See,
Yes.
he has such a good sense of humor.
Yes.
Did you feel so special whenever you heard that?
No, it did. It was very flattering, of course.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
so
Trey, how are you feeling
So
right now?
Stephanie, well, okay, so Tori called me before,
Trey, are you
or she called me the day before, and I was like, well, I told her, I was like, Stephanie invited Caden, and she was like, that's a terrible idea. And I was like, why? And I was like, I don't think she's going to say anything. And she was like, no, but like all those people that listen, you don't think they will? And I was like, ooh, didn't think of that one. And then this girl came up to me right after you said something, and she was like, I really messed things up for you. And I was like, well,
Oh no.
what'd you do? And she's like, I owe you a shot. And I was like, what'd you do? And she was like, well, and she's like, I walked up and I said something and then I didn't realize. And then here we are. And I was like, let's go get a shot.
Yes.
So that's
You did
how
get free shots for us.
we
That's
did. Yes. So that came out of this.
Yeah, you
But you
Yes.
gave
Anything
this
for a free
lovely
shot.
speech.
Yes.
And I really wanted to tackle you to the ground about halfway through.
What did I say again?
I don't remember.
Sometimes Jesus just gives me the words and then
That wasn't Jesus. I really wasn't worried about Brandi at all. But you are such a loose cannon in my life.
I just remember. Well,
I'm here to protect you. She's here to embarrass you.
Yes.
Brandy's such a better friend. But I just wanted to thank Kaden for coming, and also I felt like we owed the people.
We owe the people what they want. And
Yeah.
that is to figure out your love life.
Exactly,
Yes.
because it's been a topic for a few weeks now, and so here we are. We're brought face to face with
Yeah.
with the situation. So, Kaden, I will say.
You don't have to answer any questions you don't want to.
So,
the fifth.
I will say that whenever I met you, I thought you were very lovely, and I think I said that in the podcast. And whenever Trey did his Forrest Gump wave, I was like, "Oh, this is real special and cute." And
I want to address that. Did I do a Forrest Gump wave?
be honest,
I
yes.
don't recall that.
Show it and I'll judge it. Go.
I don't remember
I will
waving.
show you. This is what it looked like.
No, that is not. Is that what you remember?
Was he like this? Jenna! Jenna!
No, I mean, you were excited to see us, but I mean, I think we,
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Awesome.
but I mean, we were all having a lot of fun. So, I mean, it was a fun night on all together. But then your way to flirt was just to get me more beer.
Yes, because Trey
Because
likes
that's
to get
the
a
way
shot.
to
And here
my
you come
heart.
with more.
Yes.
He's like, give him some more. So he has the beer goggles.
So he has the
Exactly.
beer goggles. Do you like me now? So then Trey decides to, ask a question on the podcast. And then I'm like, oh, this is so, in my mind, it's very romantic because I never had anyone do that to me. One time I had a guy break up with me with a Post-it note. And I was like, I just
really
wish that I had
sweet.
that. Huh?
That's really sweet.
No, it's horrible. He broke up with me. He was like, this is not working out. I was in high school.
Oh my.
So whatever. If you're listening, you know who you are. You're an asshole.
Oh my God. Well, at least it wasn't like, our friend, she got left the other night by a guy.
Oh yeah, because she wasn't paying enough attention to him.
That was her fault.
Do you
Do you
think she
it
was not really paying attention?
I do not think.
1,000%.
Hello. I don't care who you are. That is not a gentleman. That is not a gentleman. He could have politely said, hey, I'm going to head out. Whatever. Her keys were in his car.
Oh, I didn't know
is
that
true.
part.
Yeah. So he could have politely been a gentleman and said, hey, I'm going to head home, whatever, acknowledged her and said
Yes.
something, not just bounce.
Oh, I didn't
And-
realize he just bounced.
Yeah. Or even say, hey, I'm ready to head out. If you'd like a ride home, I'll
Yeah.
drop you off. Something. Just be a gentleman about
Yeah.
it. To me, I'm like, ew. I would never recommend him to anyone
see,
now
that changes
because
things.
he doesn't,
Next week we're going
It
to get
doesn't
his
matter.
name and phone number so
will
that way
be
you guys can stay away. Just kidding.
Yeah. Let me tell you where he lives, who he is.
Yeah, everything. So so here we are with Kaden and Trey.
So,
Such a staller.
yes. So we did that podcast. So, well, first of all, my whole intention behind the question was one of my friends gives terrible advice. And she was like, you should ask on the podcast. And I was like, that's great. And then we recorded that. And then I forgot what a loose cannon you are, Stephanie. And that all went south.
Yeah.
And then we had no choice but to follow up on it.
Yes.
And then now, Kaden, you are her weapon of mass destruction for my personal life.
Yes. And Kaden and I have become like really close, like almost best friends, like over dinner.
She's become obsessed with you.
Yeah. So, and I feel like the
She
feeling's
already said
mutual.
I get your job once you're gone.
Yes, right.
I'm already in.
I love it.
So, anyway, so here we are. I don't want to make this awkward.
Oh, really?
Wait.
Too late.
Oh my God.
But-
can you imagine how he feels right now? He's
Well,
like,
he is my favorite lumberjack. So I'm more concerned about Caden's feelings than Trey's. I'm not going to lie. So anyways, Caden, my assistant Trey, really likes you. And, he is very lonely. He makes out with mirrors in his spare time. That's
Remember-
how lonely
Yeah.
he is.
Hayden, do you like to make out in mirrors?
Can't say I've tried that. No.
But if you'd
Okay.
like to try it, you guys can go
I've
to the
been
bar
to the
together.
same club, and I mean, good things never happen there. Like,
No.
I'm sure
No.
there is a video of me making out with a pizza, but
But I can say I also don't remember making out with Amir. So
Yeah.
until I saw the video.
So, Kaden, are you single?
Hayden, are you single?
recently single.
Recently single.
Okay.
So you're probably not
Still
looking
new
for
and
like,
fresh.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
so you're probably not looking to like get married anytime soon.
No.
But if someone came and swept you off your feet, would you be down for it?
Right now, I'm trying to just take time for myself. Like I said, it is like fresh, new.
Yeah.
You know, maybe a month ago, like right before my birthday, which Trey was at my birthday. So it is still very fresh and new, and kind of trying to figure out things in my life.
Do you feel like the best relationships start as friendships?
Yeah.
See, I do too. So, I feel like Trey, you're like
So you
this
want to
is
be best friends?
Yes.
Great.
okay. So, bet Trey,
I feel like there's a lump in Trey's throat, and he's like,
Is that what you feel?
yes, I do. Like, I'm like, oh,
Oh, no.
I just thought y'all were going to like fall in love right here, and we could have a ceremony.
Oh, I definitely didn't think that.
Wow.
so
kind of-
Trey,
Well,
yes.
I'm excited because I
So
want to see this
were you
friendship grow.
thoroughly embarrassed at this podcast event?
A little bit, which I think Stephanie knew why she was going to call me up there. Of course, my face turns beet red. Everyone's looking at me, and they're like, and then people are coming up to me the whole time, like, you don't look like a lumberjack.
Aw.
Thank you.
But did you equally feel
But it was,
special?
yes. No, it was very flattering, and I did feel, you know, it was nice to have some attention, and it was fun, and we had a fun event that night for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we talked about this earlier, but I really forget that people like listen to this
Yes.
Yeah.
until you're faced with that problem and you're like, oh, wow, you all know about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
So,
like really great.
so I apologize for your public humiliation.
Well, and here he is again being further humiliated.
Well, you're very, very handsome,
Thank
and
you.
I love that you want to be friends and
Yes.
best friends. So I feel like we should send y'all on a best friend date. We do them all
We
the time.
should. You know what? And we are going to pay for it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, here's my
We're going to send
stipulation.
y'all to the dollar store to get a picnic basket.
I need it to be a double date.
With who?
Oh,
You
we can
too.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
And-
We'll do that. And then
I know exactly where I want to go.
where?
I
Six
feel
Flags.
like we should go. No, I feel like we should go where this whole thing started, to a drag show.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we
To
can do
round up.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do
We can
that.
do that.
There you go.
After Easter, we will make this happen. And but I do want to send you guys on whatever friendship date. Just call it a date. A date, because I feel like maybe you guys can be best friends, and then maybe sometimes best friends make out. So you never know.
Well, thank you for being a good sport. I apologize for
for
everything
having
you've
me.
been through.
Oh my gosh.
No, but people,
Hayden.
he is real cute, and
Yeah.
to
very,
follow
very
him,
handsome.
you.
Oh no, they already found him. By the
Let's
way,
make y'all your own friends account.
there were a few like Brandi Redden
And then-
fan accounts that screenshotted his profile. They're like, "Is this him?" And I was like,
Can
oh,
I?
don't you dare.
gosh.
Can I give your Instagram information?
I'm
out?
never on.
Okay,
social
you can
media that
follow
much,
him
so
on
it wasn't
Instagram
me.
at Kaden Haynes. That is KadenHaynes to see how super cute this guy really is. You need to post more. That's what I realized. Sometimes I feel like you go way too long without posting. But he's adorable and he's so nice. And even if you and Trey don't work out, I feel like you and I will work out. So
speaking of, I want to get a picture of you two, and then
yes,
once y'all finally make yourselves official, you might get a gift from me from Framebridge.
Oh,
Oh yes, Caden, have you heard of Framebridge?
No.
Okay, well, it's amazing because you typically will spend for personalized custom frames, you'll spend hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars depending on size. And with Framebridge, you can have a custom frame for only $39 and shipping is free. And the best part about it is you can download anywhere from your computer, your cell phone, from your social media sites like Instagram, and it literally takes seconds. And then you can custom your frame, pick out your frame, size,
matting, everything.
Matting, yes. It's so easy to do, and I love it. We sent, the podcast sent Andy Cohen his first picture that he posted of his baby Benjamin, and that was super fun and easy for us to do, and easy gift. Got right to his door in less than 3 business days. So,
so we're gonna do one for you guys.
yes,
You
yes,
and Andy Cohen,
yes.
the men in our lives.
yes.
So here's how it works. Just go to framebridge.com and upload your photo, or you can request packaging to safely mail in your physical pieces. Instead of the hundreds you'd pay at a framing store, their prices start at $39 and all shipping is free. Plus, our listeners will get 15% off their first order of framebridge.com when they use our code WeeklyDose. Again, get started today, frame your photos, or send the perfect gift for weddings, birthdays, and special events, like that official announcement that you're lovers.
Yes.
Go to framebridge.com and use promo code WeeklyDose. You'll save an additional 15% off your first order. Framebridge.com, promo code WeeklyDose.
I have to tell you, so my grandmother listened to the podcast.
Yes.
She's 73. She's crazy. She like twerks. She's a lot of fun.
Oh,
She's
I
been-
want her to come.
She's been on to the drag show with me before, but she's like, all right, you know you have no filter like me, so like watch what you say. And she goes, and listening to them, they don't either. I'm a worldly woman. She's like, I'm a worldly woman, but I learned some things on that last podcast.
Oh, yes. That makes me so happy.
Wait, was that the one we were talking about, like Blumpkins and
Yes,
stuff?
yes.
Yes.
And yes.
Yes.
Oh, my
Oh
goodness.
my God, we got to have your grandma on. Is she local?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
she
we
teach
gotta
us
have
some
her
stuff.
on. When's
Yeah.
Grandparents' Day? Let's have her on Grandparents'
Okay, yeah, we're going to have a Grandparents' Day at our
she,
podcast.
Grandma Cookie.
Grandma Cookie. Ooh.
Oh, wait, is that her real name, Cookie?
Yeah.
Oh, hi,
I'm
Grandma
writing
Cookie.
this down. Hi, Grandma Cookie. We cannot wait to meet you. I love the fact that she used, I'm a worldly woman.
I know, me too, because we are not worldly women.
Stephanie and I need to actually have our moms on for Mother's Day.
You do.
And you will
yeah.
see like the difference between Susan and Jana.
Oh my gosh,
And,
it's so crazy.
They're
Yes.
so cute together though, because my mom's like drinking and her mom's just like sipping tea.
Yeah, they get along really well, but they're
Yeah,
like
they do.
so opposite.
They're
it's
so,
so
opposite.
funny.
But we're gonna have
Mother's
Grandma
Day.
Cookie on.
I love that she
I love it.
twerks. I can't
I
even
know.
twerk.
We're gonna have a twerk off when she
I'll
comes.
show you
in.
the video.
Oh, yeah,
Whoa.
video of
Yes.
your grandmother twerking. I have tried to twerk in my home, like in the mirror, and
Show me.
I'm not going to show you because it's that bad. But I maybe one day I'll twerk for you guys. Let me get a lot of
I
alcohol.
told you how to do the roll thing, so then you could try to twerk with the roll thing. It helps you out there.
Well, it
the
did
roll
not. It's
thing?
like it looks like a cat.
You know, like you can,
Brandi
like,
will show.
You have to bend over like this. You know?
You bend over.
Wait, can you twerk?
Yeah, I mean Brandi.
And you just roll your.
Ah.
Yeah, that's hard
you
to
just
do.
roll your butt.
So it looks like you're. No, you roll your knees, so then it makes it
Oh.
So you roll your
The
knees.
cheating way to twerk.
Yeah.
Right?
So
Do it both ways.
yeah.
Interesting.
So Brandi can
Like right here.
cowboy cheerleader twerk. So we tried to prank call pet cemeteries, but 2 people denied us to like actually
I guess
do
it's a
it.
very sensitive subject, and I get it.
Yes, but
But it was a spider, and neither one had ever buried a spider.
The prank calls were good too.
and they were actually our best prank calls, I think. Like they were way up there. So I'm a little disappointed because I've never had defeat like this before. But
And
it's
who
fine.
knew that
They'll
people
go in the vault.
buried a fish?
No, I had no
It makes
idea.
sense. I'm burying my rabbit.
I had
So if it was
zero
a pet
idea.
fish, I get it.
Anyways, we
So-
tried, guys. We tried our hardest.
I know.
And
Thank y'all for listening.
Yes, thank you guys so much for listening. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Steph Holman,
And you can follow me, Brandi Redman, on Twitter and Insta.
and our podcast at BS the Podcast on Instagram. We'll see you next week.
Yes, and y'all have a happy Easter. Hippity hoppity. Woohoo. Hooray.